Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Voice of Diary. Today's story is like someone telling you the real truth. It might be bitter, but fact. So put on your earphones and let's start the story without losing any time. You are listening to Voice of Diary. I'm 27M, and the guy who still gets introduced at family gatherings as the quiet one who used to get picked on. I'm 6 feet 1 inch now, decent shape, decent job in IT, pay my own bills, own my own condo. But if you ask my girlfriend, apparently I'm still the scrawny kid from sophomore year. Last week she posted a picture of me. It was an old yearbook photo. Braces, acne, haircut too short because my mother refused to pay for fancy salon nonsense. I was standing there in a wrinkled polo, shoulders stiff, like I was bracing for impact. Caption: toxic trait. Dating a man who got picked on in high school, faced with tears of joy. She tagged me. She didn't ask. I found out because my coworker leaned over during lunch and said, "Bro, you good?" I opened Instagram, and there it was. 400 plus likes. Comments rolling in. LOL, this is savage. He looks so different now. Explains the trauma responses faced with tears of joy. Her friends were eating it up. One comment stood out. Her best friend wrote, "No wonder he's so sensitive." Sensitive. I stared at it for a long time. I didn't comment. I didn't react. I just texted her, "Can you take that down?" She responded 5 minutes later. "It's a joke. Relax." I said, "It's not funny to me." She left me on read. That was the first crack. We've been dating 2 years. She's 26F. Social media heavy. Everything is content. Our dinners are content. Our arguments sometimes become subtle captions. I'm private. I don't even post my own birthday. When I got home that night, she was on the couch scrolling. "Why are you upset?" she asked without looking up. "You posted something personal about me without asking." It's not personal. Everyone got picked on. It's character development. It's humiliating. She sighed. "See? This is what I mean. You make everything deep." There was again. "Sensitive." I said, "Take it down." She shook her head. "If I delete it now, it'll look like you forced me." Forced her? I didn't argue more. I went to bed early. But something about the way she said it, like I was lucky she even tolerated my baggage, like she was doing me a favor by dating me. Over the next few days, the post stayed up. More comments. More jokes. She even referenced it in her stories. Dating a former nerd is wild. I stopped responding to her messages during work. She noticed. "Are you seriously still on this?" she asked Thursday night. "Yes." She rolled her eyes. "You need therapy for your high school stuff." I looked at her. "You think this is about high school?" She didn't answer. That's when I started paying attention. Because the post wasn't just a joke. It was leverage. Whenever we disagreed, she'd say, "This is that insecurity talking." If I didn't want to go to a party, see? Social anxiety. If I questioned her flirting with some guy at the gym, "You're projecting." The narrative was forming. I was the damaged one. She was the patient girlfriend managing me. And the worst part? Her friends believed it. Her family believed it. Because she'd built that story slowly over time. One Saturday, we went to her parents' place. Her mother asked me, smiling, "So were you really a little outcast?" My girlfriend laughed before I could answer. "Oh, he was total late bloomer." Her father nodded. "Well, glad you found someone confident." Confident. I felt something click. Later in the car, I said, "Why you keep telling people that?" "Because it's true. You're exaggerating it." "Why does it matter?" "It makes you relatable." "Relatable?" "No. It made me small." 2 nights later, I checked her phone. I know. Not proud of it. But something felt off. I found a group chat with her friends. She'd sent the yearbook picture weeks before posting it publicly. Message from her, thinking of posting this. It's hilarious. Her friend, "Do it. It'll humble him." Humble him. Another message from her. "He gets too confident sometimes." Need to remind her. I read that 3 times. Need to remind her. That's when I realized this wasn't a joke. It was control. She didn't like that I'd gotten promoted recently. Didn't like that I was earning more than her now. Didn't like that I'd started going to the gym consistently. She used to tease me about my body in a playful way. Lately it felt sharper. "You're not that hot," she'd say when I dress up. Don't let the gym go to your head. I closed her phone carefully. I didn't confront her that night. I did something else. I started documenting. Screenshots of the post. Screenshots of the group chat. Every comment. Every story mention. I saved it all to a private folder. Not because I planned revenge yet. Because I felt something coming. And I needed proof. The real escalation happened the following weekend. She threw a house party at our condo. I paid the mortgage. She contributed utilities and groceries. The place was legally mine. Her name wasn't on the deed. Halfway through the night, after a few drinks, someone brought up the post. Her best friend said loudly, "Show them the pic." She pulled it up on the TV through AirPlay. There I was, 15 years old, frozen on a 65-inch screen. People laughed. One guy said, "No way that's you." My girlfriend wrapped her arm around me. Glow up, right? I rescued him. Rescued. Something inside me settled. Not exploded. Settled. I walked to the TV, took the remote, turned it off. The room went quiet. "Party's over," I said. She blinked. "Excuse me?" "Everyone out." Her friend scoffed. "You're kidding." I wasn't. They left awkwardly. My girlfriend stayed behind, furious. "You embarrassed me," she said. "In my house." "Our house," she snapped. "No. Mine." Silence. She stared at me like she just realized something she didn't like. "You're proving my point," she said quietly. "You're insecure." "No," I said. "I'm done being your punchline." That's when she dropped the mask. "You think you're better than me now because you make more money?" she said. "Because you got muscles? You'll always be that kid." There it was. Not teasing. Not joking. Contempt. I said one sentence. "Take the post down." She crossed her arms. "Make me." So I did something she didn't expect. I gave her 30 days. "I want you moved out by the end of next month," I said. She laughed. "You can't just kick me out." "Yes, I can." She'd been living there less than a year. In our state, that made her a month-to-month tenant without a written lease. I'd done enough reading to know the law required a 30-day written notice. The next morning, I printed one. She thought I was bluffing, until she got served with it. And that's when the real war started. When she realized the notice wasn't a bluff, her whole energy shifted. The first thing she did was cry. Not quiet crying. Loud, shaking, dramatic crying in the kitchen while I was making coffee. "You're throwing me out over a joke?" "No," I said calmly. "I'm ending this because you think humiliating me is funny." She wiped her face and switched tactics fast. "Where am I supposed to go?" "You have options. My parents' place is too far from my job." "That's not my responsibility." That's when the entitlement started showing in layers. She told her parents I was spiraling, that I was emotionally unstable. Her mother texted me, "We're worried about you." Worried about me. I responded once. I served proper 30-day written notice. This isn't impulsive. No reply after that. Then came the dirty tricks. 2 days later, I got an email from our condo HOA. Noise complaint. Damage complaint. Allegation of hostile behavior. Apparently, she'd filed it. She claimed I'd intimidated her during the party and that she felt unsafe. I wasn't stupid. I'd installed interior security cameras in the living room months ago after a package theft. They recorded audio. Fully legal in my state since I was a participant in the conversations. I pulled the footage. It showed her projecting my yearbook photo on the TV. It showed the laughter. It showed me calmly turning it off. No yelling. No threats. Just "Party's over." I emailed the HOA the footage. Complaint dismissed within 48 hours. She didn't like that. Next move? She changed the Wi-Fi password and locked me out of the shared streaming accounts. Petty. Annoying. Childish. I responded by canceling the internet account entirely. It was in my name. She stared at the blank router lights like I just cut oxygen. "You're unbelievable." "No," I said. "I'm consistent." Then she escalated. One evening I came home and found half my clothes in trash bags by the door. "What is this?" I asked. "You want space? Take it." "You're not on a lease," I reminded her. She smiled thinly. "Actually, I get mail here. I knew where she was going. In many states, receiving mail can help establish tenancy, but doesn't override a valid 30-day notice from the property owner. I had proof she'd been served properly. She thought she could intimidate me into backing down. She underestimated how patient I can be. The real twist came when I got a message from one of her friends. Not the loud best friend, a quieter one. "Hey, I don't think what she's doing is okay." I didn't respond immediately. Then she sent screenshots. Another group chat. My girlfriend wrote, "If he actually makes me leave, I'll just tell people he scared me." Men get canceled so fast. My stomach went cold. Another message from her. "I could probably get him in trouble at work. He hates conflict." That's when I realized this wasn't about pride anymore. This was reputation, and she was willing to lie. I took the screenshots, backed them up in 3 places. Cloud, external drive, email to myself. The next morning, I scheduled a consultation with a local attorney. Cost me $250 for the hour. Worth every cent. He reviewed everything. The notice, the HOA complaint, the screenshots. His words were simple. "You've done everything correctly so far. If she refuses to leave after 30 days, you file for unlawful detainer. Do not change locks. Do not shut off utilities in retaliation. Stay clean. Stay clean." That became my rule. She tried more pressure tactics. She posted vague Instagram stories. Sometimes the quiet ones are the scariest. People started messaging me. "What did you do?" I didn't respond publicly. Privately, I sent one message to her. "If you make false accusations that harm my job or reputation, I will pursue defamation legally." She read it, didn't reply. 3 days later, she deleted the toxic trait post. Not because she felt bad, because she was testing a new angle. That night, she tried to be soft. "I don't want to fight," she said, sitting next to me on the couch. "We can fix this. By deleting a post, by moving past it. You said you'd lie about me." I was venting. "You said you'd get me in trouble at work." I was angry. She reached for my hand. "You're overreacting. I love you." That word felt different now. I said, "You love controlling me." Her face hardened. "So that's it?" she asked. "Yes." She stood up slowly. "You think you're winning. I'm not trying to win." She laughed under her breath. "You still don't get it." And for a moment, I thought she might actually drop it. I was wrong. A week before the 30-day deadline, I got called into HR. Anonymous complaint. Claimed I created a hostile home environment, and it affected my work stability. They didn't name her, but I knew. HR asked simple questions. I answered calmly. I provided no personal drama, just facts. They had zero evidence of misconduct at work. Case closed. But now I understood something clearly. She wasn't just humbling me. She was trying to corner me, make me scared enough to back down. And that's when I stopped playing defense. Because she had made one critical mistake. In her attempt to remind me who I used to be, she forgot something. The kid who got picked on in high school, he learned how to survive. And he learned how to plan. The 30 days were almost up. She still hadn't packed a single box. And I was about to make sure the next move wasn't just legal. It was unforgettable. And that was just the beginning of how a joke turned into a full-blown war inside my own home. Trust me, the part where she realizes I'm not that scared high school kid anymore, that's coming. If you want to see how this plays out, hit subscribe and ring that bell, because some lessons only get taught once. This is the Voice of Diary signing off.